Back here on Cats Corner, the ValleyCats blog on MLBblogs.com and also on our website at TCValleyCats. I'm joined by Stubby Clapp, the manager of the Tri-City ValleyCats. Stubby, your team just got off an 11-game win streak. What did you learn about your team during that span?
That they know how to play 9 innings. They know how to play 27 outs, and they're not scared to come out and give what they have and leave it between the lines. You know, at the end of the day, we usually can look back and say that we tried everything and we did everything to the best of our abilities.
You guys got some memorable starting pitching performances. Aaron West stepped up big, Yuri Perez as well, Brian Holmes, Vincent Velasquez, and also Brady Rogers. Is it sort of a next man up mentality where one guy goes out and dominates and hands the ball to the next guy for the next night?
Yeah, it's you know, I think they had a little thing going where, you know, they didn't want to be the one to lose the streak. So it was fun to watch. Those kids were aggressive. They pounded the zone. They attacked the hitters. And when you do that, it sets the right tone for your offense. So it was a lot of fun to watch, and they reaped the rewards.
Seems like the attacking the zone is something that's been preached throughout both through the ValleyCats rotation and the bullpen. We talked to Blake Ford already this year a little bit, and he says one of the biggest things that he likes to do is be aggressive early in the count and get the hitter to feel a little bit more pressure than he's feeling. He never feels pressure on the mound. Do you feel like that's the tone on the ValleyCats bullpen as well?
Well, that needs to be it. You know, if you're hitting 300, that means you're failing 700 times. So the means behind that is attack the zone, let them fail on their own. Don't give them any free bases, and don't give them any extra opportunities that they don't need. They're gonna get themselves out for the most part. So with that in mind, you know, that's kind of where that whole idea comes from. Attack the zone, let them get themselves out, and then we'll go from there. Use our defense.
Seemed like you guys kind of capitalized on a lot of mistakes the other team made. Look at Lowell, that first series back here at the Joe. They walked you guys 8 times in the first game, and it seems like with Connecticut as well, they just kind of beat themselves. How do you make sure the guys on base are aware of the things that, you know, whether it's walk or hit by a pitch or whatever, that you guys take advantage of that to the fullest?
Well, number one, it goes with the personal abilities of each of the guys, and you know, you look 1 through 9 with all of our guys. Most of them can run, and we're encouraging that aspect and encouraging not only just stealing bases, but, you know, advancing on balls in the dirt and stuff like that. Trying to go first to third on singles to the outfield, and encourage taking an extra base whenever possible. So that's another attribute that we have with the speed.
You guys, during that streak, batted .330 with runners in scoring position, which is an outstanding number. You guys lead the league in that category right now at around .320. How do you explain that? Is there some kind of clutch gene with this team, or is there something else going on in the water here?
No, I think, you know what, they're aggressive at the plate. You know, get guys in scoring position. We know we got to score, so you can't stand there and watch the pitch go by. You got to be ready to swing the bat and put the ball in play and see what happens. You know, and the guys were doing that, and we look forward to them to continue to do that.
You guys are in a little bit of a skid here, come off 11 straight, lost the first 2 in the 3-game series with State College. Bats haven't been there. What are you seeing from the dugout?
I think we're swinging a little early in the count. We're not working the pitcher like we should. You know, again, and that's the defensive side of things. Their pitching is attacking our hitters and making our hitters swing early at pitches that they normally wouldn't take. I think they're just a little antsy, but they'll be back to normal soon.
Valenti alongside Stubby Clapp, the ValleyCats manager here in Tri-City, here for our first Stubby session of the season. And we like to get our fans involved as well, so we threw this out for Twitter and our Twitter handle at ValleyCats, and also our ValleyCats blog. We see if the fans had some questions for him. We got some good response from our blog. Jim Davey asked you, last season you wore number 10, changed number 11 this year. Why the change?
Because my sons wore number 11 in Dixie Youth this year. That's the sole reason. Both Cannon and Cooper were wearing number 11, so I decided to change so I could be like them.
That'd be the first time I think I've heard that father wants to be just like their kids. Anthony Reynolds on Twitter asks, who's the greatest influence in your career?
My father. My father, by no means. He's always been my rock. I watched him growing up on the softball fields playing. He played the game as hard as anybody, and he had the ability to make some outstanding plays, and gave me a lot of encouragement. And you know, he drove me to every game that I needed to be at. Excellent.
And the last one for you. I got to move the page here. Keith Frank on Twitter says, you know, your aggressiveness, you've talked about it on the base bats, is clearly paying off for you guys. Andrew Applin leads the league in steals 11. And you guys coming to last night led the league in stolen bases, I believe, with 28. Is this something that you've looked for, and is this the most aggressive club and aggressive bunch and athletic bunch you've had to date?
Yes, definitely. You know what? Their maturity and their baseball sense is awesome, and the fact that they want to run and they're not scared to run, it makes it even that much better. You know, makes it a lot easier to teach when to run and how to run and all that stuff like that. Because it's, as you know, if you got a guy that's timid out there, it's tough to get him to go. But if you got somebody that's aggressive and is going to run, it's always easier to teach them to when to run. And so that's definitely important. It's a great attribute that we have, and we're going to look to keep promoting it.
Thanks, Stubby. Thanks for the question, guys. Make sure our next Stubby session, you send your questions in there to our ValleyCats Twitter handle with the hashtag AskStubby, or you can also post in the comments section of our blog if you want to ask Stubby a question. For next time, I'm in Valenti for VCN.